Hello, Mom. Hi, guys.
Guys.
Sorry, we're late. I mean, this time it's on me because I was at a doctor's appointment and I think the doctor got delayed for almost an hour, so that's why like our live stream is also delayed for an hour. But I hope everyone is having a really good Friday morning or Friday night, depending on where you are for the current market. And then now I'm just trying to connect my official account so that we can start this. Oh, but how do you feel about the current market?
Yeah, except the commodities holders looking good these days. We see a bouncing back. BTC
Mm,
nearly got 74K, but
mm,
yeah,
mm,
she's back a little just now.
mm,
And actually, I see many AI tokens popping up initially, then Trump series, because there's an announcement by Trump holders can hold like minimum 4 million value tokens to have another dinner um at the venue.
mm.
I forget the name. Uh, Mar-a-Lago.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, so Trump token like pumped nearly 50%
Mm.
today. Yeah, it's very crazy. And also Melania and uh World Liberty Financial token. The
Is
asset
it still
even listed on Melania.
mm, is it still like 50% right now for Trump token?
Um, maybe not because the whole market is chasing that. Um, still got 40%.
Let me take a look. And also let me just share my screen so that everybody can. Maybe let's just check the market first today. Do our usual thing.
Yeah, can
Shall
check
we?
the option stats.
Yeah, let me pull it out. Uh, is it sharing?
Yes.
Can you guys see it? So basically, we actually pull this table a little bit out. So as you can see that, wow, let me just pull out the highest volume thing. I think people start to get a little bit bullish after they seeing like crypto didn't drop a lot during the last several days, especially comparing to all the other assets, right? I think the range with for the crypto drawdown for the last several days was within 5%.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like option volume for 80K call and 75K call. And I have even seen many people like on the timeline talking about, oh, potentially maybe the when crypto went down around 60K or 66K, that was nearly the bottom. Many people are claiming that. We're not sure if that's the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say hello to everyone who just joined our live stream. Mm, and those are all like, I guess, like by the end of this month. So within the next like couple weeks, people are quite bullish in this case.
Yep.
Don't see those like 120K or 125K calls anymore though. Should we say like people are more confident that like we will stay within this price range for the next couple weeks?
Oh, 78 and 80.
And 80. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Oh,
people,
finally
yeah, yeah.
haven't seen these kind of numbers quite a while in the
This is
past
like
few months.
pricing 13 around 13% jump within the next like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, first time over 70K
Mm,
these three months. Yeah,
mm, mm,
or two
mm,
months.
mm, mm. And then as like we're talking about the war, right? Let's also take a look at. I think this number increased a lot. People think like we're gonna ceasefire definitely by like not definitely, but like this number actually I think increased from several days ago for the
Mm.
December 31st. But all of the above statistics like were dropped a little bit. Um and then I think like a lot of people are watching the Fed decision.
Yeah, I just checked this like 10 minutes ago.
Why this is like 99% no change. Okay, interesting. Really? Okay.
Mhm.
Is it? I mean, is it because they have not announced this yet? But why? Like, this is like 99% nutrition. Is this like something have leaked or what is it? Has Fed made the decision? I'm not sure.
Oh, because there's only 4 days to go. Mm.
Yeah, but still, the statistics is like it's almost like people are pricing in. Okay, there wouldn't be any
Yeah.
changes to this, which is crazy, like given like this is a prediction market, right? Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, so many like maybe inside wells
yeah,
on the
but
table.
I definitely will listen to the FOMC meeting real time to hear like what Fed is talking about. Because do you remember like of yesterday, Trump was like atting Powell and say, "Oh, we need to cut interest rate." Do you see that tweet? I mean, it's on Truth Social from Trump, but he literally like was like
Oh,
atting Fed to decrease
crazy.
the interest rate. Yeah, yeah. Let me find that tweet from at Powell. Where is it? Hmm? I couldn't find it. Okay. Maybe let me do this.
Oh, there was a video. Um, it's very ironic for White House just posted it about the war. They just like made an
Which one?
analogy with like many bull eyes. Uh, I don't know how to say. You can see directly on their tweet.
Um, Let me actually move the laptop a little bit so that like
It features some we videos game to depict the war. You can check their official tweet.
are you talking about this one? Or it's from yesterday?
Yeah.
They tweet so much. I mean,
Yeah.
eh? But why am I not seeing the okay, now I see the options. But they tweet so much. You're
See.
talking about a video where it's like this one, right? Undefeated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow, it's so crazy. You can check.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what they're doing.
To be honest, the thing is that like when White House first their official account first started to tweet like this, I was very surprised because I'm like, okay, or the official account of White House to tweet something like this is crazy, but now I'm very used to it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm not surprised at like what they're gonna tweet anymore. But I also don't think everything should be an entertainment, if you know what I mean. I think like war is war. War is causing hostilities, is causing human being lives, no matter like from all three countries, right?
yeah.
But mm, but this is like above our pay grades to say, oh, whether they should tweet this or not. It's
I
just
think
the attitude.
people just can
Mm.
believe that this kind of government is ruling the world.
And we heard Mr. President Trump saying we win so many times. Have you ever watched that video? Because I was literally like watching the video where he gives the talk, right? And then I promise you, I've never hear like the word win or won during one single speech so many times.
Yeah.
But if we go back to, I guess, like the crude oil price a little bit here, right?
Um, didn't move so much.
Yeah, I think literally it's still just like filling the gap that it had
Yep.
from maybe like last week, and then it's just like oscillating between 89 to probably 98 in
Yep.
this case. Mm. And then so far I think both or all three parties are running out of the kind of the news where we can talk about. Though yesterday again, I think the United States released another 150 or 173 million barrels of oil from the reserve. But then that also pushed the US oil reserve to sort of like historical low in that sense.
Yep.
And then there's also some other news saying that um, the Iran government they have started to charge uh, all those different ships or cargoes, whoever is passing the Strait of Hormuz, a fee. But this news is not 100% verified. But we do see okay, other governments like um, other European countries, they say, oh, they want to have a conversation with the Iran government, the IRGC, to get the shipment of oil. Well, I do think like the oil shipment from the Strait of Hormuz impact mostly Asian countries. So the most severe will be like China, Japan, South Korea, and India. Uh, China is a bit okay because I think the import and export is almost balanced for oil. I don't remember quite the number, but I think China was also like net exporting oil to the world last year, if I remember it correctly. Um, but then I think like Japan and South Korea is very, very heavily rely on Strait of Hormuz for the oil production, and especially South Korea has built so many different factories, specifically for processing the oil produced from Middle East, and then they will further produce the crude oil into production level or different kind of oil so that like they can sell it for profits. But right now, all those factories wouldn't have enough like crude oil to begin with. So really, it's like testing the infrastructure or testing the economy there. And then uh, prospectively, we can see Japanese yen and the Korea won have been suffering so much during the last several days. I mean, we can take a look at it. Mhm. This well, it's not that great. Okay, maybe I will just use the Yahoo thing to directly
Ah,
give.
I just say that um,
Mhm.
interesting thing is that Binance also listed E EWY, like South Korea
Oh,
ETF,
yes,
yesterday.
for the chips production. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a very interesting uh time
People
because
always joke, like whenever Binance lists something, some futures or some traditional finance assets, on Binance is that signifies or signals the top of that asset. Let's see like how it is doing.
yep,
But the thing is that every single like even for the chip production, right? It the cost will be dependent on the oil because you also need shipment of the I guess the original materials that's you need to make the chips from all around the world. And then if the crude oil price continue to arise, then that means the cost of those raw materials for the semiconductors or chips will also increase significantly. And then thus making the chips more costly in that way. Right. And then for factory to make stuffs, it also costs raw materials or commodities. Um,
yeah. It's
so I
kind of
mean, for
echo the articles media posted like 5 layer
mm,
AI cake. Yeah, 5 layer cake
mm,
for AI industry.
mm,
Yeah,
yeah, I think at least for the next like 10 to 20 years, in the especially like for countries that focus a lot on industrialization, like the industry factory works, it's still very heavily dependent on oil. Like no matter how much time we spend on like new energy, say electronics or other new type of fuels like green fuels, it's to put them into production, it will still take time. And then for uh the world's like consumption for 50% of the oil consumption to be replaced by electricity, it will at least take another 20 to 25 years. Right now we are doing a good job with like the household cars where we buy Tesla, we buy all the other electronic cars to reduce the oil consumption, right? But that's given the whole like economy of like human being activity, that's probably a 10 or 20%, and then the remaining percentage coming from the factory consumption, the airplane, as well as the big ships vessels fuel, and that will take a while. Oh yeah, and okay, we were taking a look at the EWY. Uh-huh. Oh my God, this is so I
can
think
use
like
the log, can use the log function.
so look at this, right? I think this was like March 4th. It reached its like local maximum or historical top.
Yeah,
And
can
then
use
now
the
it
settings button to normalize the chart.
oh, where is it?
Uh, near the
Settings button.
number near the like 右下角 settings.
在哪
哎
里啊？
，2323旁边23 the next to the 23 the chart
三是什么
23 left left left
啊？
left. Oh, yeah, yeah,
这
yeah, yeah,
里
yeah, 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 yeah. Yes,
哦，可以可以
and reset the price scale
可以，OK。哦，
down a lot.
yes。
Oh damn.
I don't know. I feel like anyone is calling to buy the button here. I'm not sure if you want to trust them because there are just so many different factors that are playing into the pricing for the stocks. And then obviously, CME yesterday, the commodity exchange, right, uh, have warned or give a public announcement where they say, oh, if like the federal decided to short the oil futures, it's like a biblical thing. Okay, I'm trying to let me try to find that news. Do you know what I'm talking about here? CME. So they basically warned the Trump administration regarding this. They said the head of CME Group has warned the Trump administration it risks a biblical disaster if it attempts to lower oil price by intervening in
Oh
derivatives market
yeah,
during the war
totally
with
fine.
Iran. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, that will be a disaster, right? You cannot just like while you are printing money and then you are also using it, injecting the liquidity to the market,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then at the same time shorting the oil. It's almost like you are taking the stone, picking up the stone, and then to throw it on top of your foot, right?
yeah.
Yeah. And then so go back to the pricing of VWY. I mean, I think long term it might be a good buying choice just because given how the semiconductor or the chips development are going on in South Korea. But short term, there's just like too much political turbulence and uncertainty in terms of the raw material supply, right? The shipment constraints. Mm. But one thing we can be sure is like unless there's like an immediate ceasefire, which is signed by the three parties or the three parties officially like do a coordinated announcement together, crude oil will slowly climb its way up.
Mhm. Yeah.
And um and then we were looking at the JPY pricing, right?
And also USD dollar like break over 100 again.
Oh yes, correct. The USD index. It's
Yeah.
a dangerous signal, to be honest.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with oil pricing increasing, the petrodollar, the US dollar, of course, will increase together with the oil pricing because all the oil production transactions are denominated in USD. So that it doesn't show that like people are strengthening their trust in USD. It's just like they have no other choice. Like this
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
economic knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then it's just like I guess the movement of the market just like make me feel like it's too quiet in a way. And whenever there's this like consolidation and quietness in the market, then we're almost like certain, oh, we're gonna expect something significant happen soon.
There's one of my friends saying that no matter energy related assets and commodities will like all these two kinds of assets
Mm,
will be like will be very important in the next like
What is it?
even have it now have year. But like we need to focus on these two kinds of asset.
Which
Um,
assets? Mm.
unless there is a interest cut in the next half of the year.
Which two assets? Sorry, I missed the context. I was like trying
Energy
to find. Oh,
and commodities.
oh yes, of course.
Mm.
With
Yeah, we
with
we
the like
we
crude oil
already
price.
like talked a lot of things, a lot of times previously.
Mm.
A big
Yeah.
year for commodities and energy related stocks.
Mm. Mm. I'm trying to think like what points I want to add to this because I think we have talked so many about the crude oil price, why it's increasing, why it's gonna be long term definitely impacted by the shortage of the supply coming from the Middle East. But I think there's also rising concerns about the whole GCC area because right now I think like nobody has accurate information or the actual picture of like how the war is not going in Middle East because obviously like UAE, uh, Iraq or Saudi Arabia, they all ban the media posting on social media about the actual what's going on, right? The purpose is also very straightforward. Is that UAE or Saudi has spent such a long time to try to build like the beautiful cities, the modern infrastructure to make sure all the technologists or people elites like who will be moving those cities to build their business as well as like even building their homes there. But with like the further breakout of the war between Iran, Israel and United States, people start to realize, oh, or they start to question whether United States have the full capacity to shield UAE or Saudi, right? Shield the whole GCC area. The I mean, back in what 19 before 1970 or something, it's like the United States made an agreement with Saudi saying, "Oh, most of the let's make all the oil transaction to be denominated in US dollar, and in exchange, what the GCC area received is the strong support and the guarantee from United States saying that, oh, this region will be safeguarded by US military power."
Mhm.
But the breakout of the current war is kind of like putting a very big question mark in people's mind,
Yeah.
and the blockage of the Strait of Hormuz even like make it worse because this is like impacting their most important asset, oils exporting in that sense. Um, and then so when the oil is all oil transactions are denominated in US dollar, then basically US dollar is kind of oh they can take the spread or whatever, right? And then they can also bind US dollars strengths together with the oil price. But now if Iran start to take a toll on the crude oil because they block the Strait of Hormuz, then they're basically taking the pie away from the United States, right? And then showing to the world, okay, showing to the GCC area, oh, US cannot shield you. In, I mean, this is like a direct interpretation of the current situation of like what's going on. Mm, and the longer the war gonna last, like the question mark gonna be bigger.
Mm. Yeah, and even token so Fortnite postponed their event today. They just announced them. They just announced it.
Yeah, I mean, when the war broke out, the first day I already texted my friends. I was like, okay, I don't think we can meet in Dubai. Uh, and it's just very unfortunately. Think of the first year that like Dubai hosted Token 2049. I mean, was that the first year? But you remember 3 years ago, it was flooded everywhere. People were
Yeah,
stuck at the
I was
airport.
there. I was there.
Yeah,
They
right.
one of my yeah.
Two years
I
ago.
won't
And
I won't
mm,
forget it in my life. I won't forget.
what happened to you?
Oh, but luckily I just the flood just happened after I check in the hotel, so didn't affect
Mm,
me at that time. But some of my friends got trapped in the airport or on the highway over 5 hours. That's it.
mm,
Yeah, it's very crazy. And nearly
mm,
50% of the event got canceled. Yeah.
mm, mm,
People just don't know why we are going why we are going there for the event.
mm,
I think 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago.
just one. But I mean, coming back to what I was saying, right? So for let me close this window. For token, like 2 years ago, there was a flood. And then last year it was fine. I was there too. I actually meet a lot of interesting people in Dubai, and I was saying, oh, wow, Dubai and Abu Dhabi is really like new cities where okay,
Yeah,
people are
it's
enjoying
just
their
like another
life.
world. Yeah, totally
Mm,
different from the place we are living.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, especially Abu Dhabi, right? It's just so clean. Even the
Yeah,
cats on the street, they have a small house. The government, the city government, they built a small house for all those like little cats. And then I'm like, oh, this is so cute. And they have their own like water fountain or drinking machine on the
yeah.
street for stray cats. Like it's I was like, oh wow, this is like we call it like the power of oil money.
Yeah,
But unfortunately I don't know like how this gonna look like after this. Mm, I
yeah.
I hold the best wishes and I really want I think like we really are looking for like peaceful time. But it's just it's just very sad to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Alva, actually, can you take over for like 2 minutes? I need to like find a charger. Otherwise, my
Sure.
laptop gonna die right now.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, for now we can see the market is dumping again right now. After BTC touched the like 74K press line. There's another news coming out related to the naval deployment from the government. Maybe it's one of the reasons. Mainland is coming back. We can like discuss about the upcoming NVIDIA summit of GDC 426. Okay, finally.
I'm, I'm back. I'm so sorry, guys. Today,
Yeah,
it's
I just
oh yeah. Like,
I
what did you
just
talk about?
say
Mm.
that the market is dumping right now. Maybe just touch the price level like 74K we talked before. And also we
Yes.
can discuss
Oh,
a little about there's 3 days left for the NVIDIA summit called GTC.
oh yes. People are asking me if I'm going. Unfortunately, guys, I'm not going.
Yeah. I think they also published an article for this like 2 days ago.
Mm.
It's very
It's
smart for them.
happening in California or San Francisco. I forgot. I was checking it yesterday. So people, oh,
BTC.
good day. Yes. Hi, guys. So people want us to talk about the BTC. I mean, it's,
California.
yeah. This is I mean last 5 days I think it's like leveling up slowly, right? From This is from March 9th to right now. Today we when did this like we had it ran to 33,000 or 73,000? Wow, interesting. This morning, 10:35. Okay. I mean, what did the audience want us to talk about? Prediction for the crypto market? Mm, I I think, if you really think about all the different kind of assets, right? And then what I think like we need to pay a lot of attention to, of course, like this year, because of the war, we're gonna talk a lot about the oil price. And then oil price basically gonna drag every single assets price down, except for US dollar itself. Um, but then as the war proceed, or as we progress, say if the war intensifies, right? In the case of like where war intensifies, and if there's a potential of like US to send troops in Iran, then 1 month or 2 months later, if people start to price in or start to realize, oh, the war gonna last longer, then gold will start to have like a almost like a super cycle in that way, because the maintained high oil price gonna really like defer or impact the whole the global economy growth.
Yeah.
As we said, like all the raw materials gonna be more expensive, shipment will be more expensive. So a lot of factories, they are not going to be able to sustain the same production level with the increasing pricing in no matter the raw material or in the oil itself.
Yeah.
So
So maybe we should like keep an eye on the
mm,
ceasefire related stats on bull market.
mm, mm. But I think on the other side, I also want to point out like um there's a difference, right? If you really think about like inflation, what will be impacted by inflation? Inflation happens when the Federal Reserve decided to do QE. They decided to print more money, and so that like the either the US government can sell more of their bonds to the Fed, and then or or maybe they also combine, that's it, the tactic of like lowering the interest rate. Then like there will be more liquidity and more people can borrow money from it. um but with that being said, your money is also gonna lose value over time. And then the only
Yeah.
whenever there's like a hyperinflation cycle or inflation cycle, then people will go back to those non-debt asset or hard asset, which here, like in our current era, it will be gold, it will be energy, it will be also Bitcoin, because Bitcoin has a limited supply, and you need to mine Bitcoin with electricity, which is also like another kind of energy.
Mm. Yeah.
So
As you
and that
said, like
mm,
everything is interconnected.
yeah, so that I think that's why like we don't see a significant price drawdown in Bitcoin or Ethereum just because of this. And people also realize that, like when the war break out uh in Middle East, right? There was like right now, if you want to sell gold, the actual physical gold in Dubai or in UAE, I remember several days ago it was saying like you can get like a 10% or 5% discount. Not sure like what the actual markets are for in real life, right? But it's because like the physical goals are limited to its transportation, um, versus Bitcoin, you literally can trade anywhere. Maybe like your trade will be limited by the jurisdiction or the exchanges, whatever regulation, right? But I think like there's a it's it's lesser of a problem comparing to the actual physical transportation of the gold. So
Yeah,
if
people will
we pure
realize this
mm,
after they have already traded nearly all kinds of assets. They will know it.
yeah, so if we purely talk about like a asset characteristic perspective, I think like with like the fact that like Bitcoin is not confined by physical transportation, it makes it a little bit superior than the gold. But the I guess like what is lacking is still the adoption or people's like trusting it, right? The consensus. But I think like it's coming. Um, on the so I mean again I me and Alvin, I believe we both remain like long-term bullish on crypto assets for sure. Mm,
Though still many people still thinking about that Bitcoin may retest the price level like during
mm, mm.
50, 60K. Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know. I don't think I will be able to give like a prediction for that.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
And I think another thing is like the biggest concern is like whether the war gonna intensify, right? The biggest concern is like whether the US gonna send like ground troops to Iran. I think like that will be the really testing point for all the assets pricing. And before that happens, like nobody, at least for both of us, we don't know where all those assets pricing will be going in this case.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be honest, like people are very concerned. Like I was just chatting with the front desk. Um, the person who worked at the front desk, and he was so afraid of like being drafted.
Mm.
Mm. And then, oh, by the way, Alvin, do you want to talk a little bit about the AI initiatives? You said Perplexity have a new laptop. Let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's shift our angle from the war a little bit and talk about AI, and then we can come back. I know like people want to continue to hear the analysis on the assets like me. I mean, to be honest, we have plenty of chances to talk about it, guys. My long-term outlook is that
Yeah.
like we gonna face this situation. Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
There's a joke in Chinese market, why everyone suddenly got paid by Perplexity because uh once they like announce their new function, every KOL is just talking about this. So it's just like, oh, why so many people got the offer? But actually, they are this is the organic traffic for sharing the newest information, right? And for the
Mm-mm.
computer function they released previously, like we can uh, utilize the nearly 20 different kinds of LLMs supported by Perplexity at the same time. Yeah, so I think that the function is very useful compared to other single AI we use in our daily life. Yeah, and it costs like 200 USD dollar per month for max uh price plan. Yeah, and now they just released another new function so that
This
make
is the
users can
this is a
easily
computer,
integrate
right?
it with a Mac Mini. Yes, so that there's a function switch from personal use and uh, personal personal use and search use and computer use, like two functions right now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you
Pretty
you can see that the search
wow.
and computer switch. on the left side.
This one? Or oh
Side.
yes.
Search and computer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's very smooth for you to come up with a like uh build a wholly whole new website on your own. Yeah, very quickly.
Okay.
Like
Let me
like
quickly log
within
in and then let's see.
actually it will give like the users many credits to use in a month. So I think it's very uh worth trying. Yeah. Yeah, you can check that they are
Wow.
yeah
Their prompt.
they are
So
using different models at the same time. Parallel.
yeah.
Um,
So basically, it says the prompt here is like build me an interactive dashboard via to visualize key micro data from Fred with examinations for changes in the current state. Think about all the major
oh,
indicators that Stan Miller will care about and package those
it's
into
just like a
state.
prompt you just type. Is the prompt you just type or supported by the website?
It's supported. So
Oh,
when I come here, right, and then there's like a basically it has this like macro terminal,
yeah, so
and
many
then it
examples
just
for reference. Yeah, it's good.
yeah. Wow, this is very cool.
Yeah,
What
very
is
quick.
this? Oh, download
So
as zip,
amazing.
add it in, and then there's like the CPI report, PCE. Okay, we can real time monitor how Fed is printing money. I mean, I think next week, right? But let's talk about like how Fed is printing money, how like the
Oh,
money flow from
oh yeah,
Federal Reserve
it'll
to,
be the
like commercial
interesting
banks
topic.
and then to the different industries. And then I mean, I think today we are running out of time to talk about the private credit stuffs, but there's like so much development. So as you see, Blue All, Morgan Stanley, or all those like major, like those either banks or funds that who are holding like private credit assets, uh, they have basically like Blue All, like they permanently paused the withdrawal, which is really, really concerning. And then all the other major banks, they are just saying, oh, we're gonna only honor like the limit, which is like 5% from each quarter for the withdrawal. But then the request they receive is uh for all of them is almost like double. So let's say if their limit for this quarter's withdrawal is 5% for overall NAV, right? Then that fund is received like 10% or 12%, something like that. That's like the current news. And and I think because of the war, like people are distracted from those news. But this is like quite concerning because those like private credit, a lot of them they also invest a lot in the AI related business, and people are saying, "Oh, this may burst the AI bubble a little bit and bring market to like a more lowered calm level."
Hmm. Oh, yeah, we can try to ask anything about what we wanna know. So I also like to let capacity help me to make all the industry mentioned by the NVIDIA to break down the five sectors of the uh, the cake so we can easily know oh which what kinds
Oh,
of
I don't
companies
have
we can
pro.
target
I don't have pro.
at.
Okay.
Okay, but the pro is
Limited
only
by capital
20
market.
USD per month. Nice. Oh,
Oh.
there's another interesting story. For that we can see for now we can see like uh char-
Uh,
charging by the AI company is getting higher right now, right? From
it
2,200
is.
or even 2,000. And there's a company that they rolled out a new product that we can hire a new AI employee cost
Mm,
2,000 per month. So I think
perplexing.
like
some free credit, please. Thank you. Yeah, go
Let me
ahead,
show you
Owen.
the
Sorry.
interesting news.
Uh,
The company,
mm,
there's a company rolled out a new product called AI Employee, cost 2,000
mm,
per month, 2,000 USD dollar per month.
really. I mean, to be honest, Alvin, if people, all the people are continuously to use AI in a very cheap way to create useless things, I think we should limit the usage.
Yeah, but
I mean,
we can control it.
and inevitably it will be become even more expensive. And if you really think about the world, right, in the future, like everything will be taxed, or like even like when you I think this gets talked a lot about in Europe, but in United States or in Asia, it doesn't get to talk about much. But I think soon will be a major topic is like the carbon release. So you need to
Oh,
like
carbon
actually pay
release.
tax when you release carbon, right? And then European has been making a lot of like legislations and regulations
Yep.
in terms of this. And then basically all the factories they need to, get permission, pay for per unit of carbon release. And then it
Mm.
also depends on like the quality, right? And then they for all the things they're gonna import or export, it also need to pay carbon release tax. And then those things are they were trying to do that from 2024 to 2025, 2 years, right? Without like
Yep.
actually making the factories paying, but 2026 will be the year they start to collect all the fees. I mean, this year it will accrue, and then maybe the first bill will be resulting in 2027. And then all the other different countries, they will also create their own like carbon release tax. And then,
Oh,
but essentially, the world gonna have like probably have a unified like carbon release tax or some kind of exchanges where you can purchase and sell the carbon release like permits in a way. Uh, and and then I think this is very similar to the AI thing, right? AI definitely will be more expensive, like the usage of AI. Okay, I saw
mm.
you send me a link. Should I open it?
Yeah, yeah. The just the news that I mentioned, the 2,000 USD dollar in AI employee.
Okay, let's read it. I already translated. Damn, a 2,000 per month AI has arrived. An agent whose monthly cost is over 3,000 RMB, higher than Shanghai's average 2024 average urban unit wage of 12,000 yuan. Try out Junior. The first time Xian Kun gave me a product demo, I was full of skepticism. Da da da. Seeing that I could directly hire an AI from Junior to join the team as an actual employee felt totally unreliable.
Yeah, the team is called the product is called Junior. I think
Mm,
it's a good name. Yeah, Junior.
mm. On one hand, I was worried about insufficient privacy protections, poorly set guardrails leading to messing up the business and product capability always falling just short. So you still need human in the loop, which actually makes it harder to use. And poor context management causing token costs to explode. But on the other hand, I saw this AI employee could be directly invited by me to a Google Meet to chat about tasks. And if there are issues, chatting in any group doesn't make it look like an idiot. It knows the context and company business, even proactively grabs some company data to help with decisions. And when tasks hit roadblocks, it will ping a specific business lead based on the org chart. Overall, the experience was still pretty mind blowing. Wow, there are still issues, just like the overhyped OpenClaw, but at the same time, it once again made me feel like we are actually so close. I think, like, to be honest, if you can add the AI agent like real time to any meetings you have and ask him to, not just taking notes, but also provide real time analysis, and then plus like the AI agent understand the business context, it's a pretty much good deal. Like it's
Yeah,
almost like you have a PA plus like a general like operational person in your company to
yep,
handle all those things.
yeah, all in one.
Mm.
Kind of.
Yeah, all in one. Accountant, whatever, right?
Yeah, I think
Mm.
for users very familiar building this kind of structure, they may not need this kind of service. Is way more what, higher cost for building your own system. But for some like mid-level companies, maybe they need it.
Mm.
Maybe you just echo the concept, an article I sent to you like several days ago. For the next cycle, uh, the AI agent, the AI giant companies will try to turn themselves into the service company, not only purely AI LMs companies.
Yeah. Are we serving the AIs or AIs are serving us? I think right now the case AIs are serving us. But soon
Yeah.
they will come up a plan where like they will say, oh, let's ask those like human beings to supply infinite chips and infinite electricity to us so that we can run forever.
Yeah. Oh, I also want to share the faults that exist in the agent economy, because there's a circle AI agent hackathon just ended, and there's a wrap up of how uh, summarize the flaw existing within the agent economy. Like there are five
Yeah.
points.
There are what, 5 points? Or what is it?
Yeah, because right now we know that even AI can do many things, but sometimes uh we need to do the troubleshoot quite a long
Mm,
time to get things
mm,
to get problems fixed or something. So there's
mm,
five categories of problems right now, like instruction comprehension failures,
mm,
hallucinated outputs, selective compliance, adversarial social behavior, and it's very interesting. I just sent the graphs to you
like,
for reference.
oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
reading. Sorry, guys.
yeah, it's happening in at like Circle Hackathon. Just end this.
So basically they are using so they basically broke down the categories into 3 categories, right? Like
Oh,
the three main
that's
problems.
that's summaries by myself. I just
Mm-mm,
like read their article to summarize. And these graphics created by well, their new function for uh, making graphs in chat.
mm-mm. Let me share the graph. Oh, my allergy is so severe every day.
Same. Oh,
Share a new screen. Can you guys see?
yeah.
But this is like partially in Chinese, partially in English. Hopefully you guys can understand.
Yeah, bilingual.
Bilingual. Um, like
It's very interesting. Yeah.
yeah, it's basically like understanding the problem, generating an output, and then uh, uh analyze or generating the analyze output and then execution, right? 3 steps. And
Yes.
then you
Three
also sent
steps.
me, I think like the four categories, but this is also pretty much how we as human beings will tackle problems, right? When we face a problem, we'll first analyze what the problems we are facing right now, define our primary goals, our targets, and after that, okay, we're gonna analyze all the information we have and then try to come up with a proposal. And then the third step is
Yeah. Problem
to
solving
to
skill.
execute. Yeah, the execute. So technically speaking, like if assume like the agents can think better than human beings, then the most important thing is like how do we make sure they are executing based on the solutions that are proposed, right? And then they don't do anything dangerous or extra to the proposed solution. So how to confine them or limit their capability while like let them execute probably is the most important thing here. Mm.
Yep.
Uh, okay, but I'm actually really interested in the Perplexity's computer. I actually I think I would pay and then to create a couple
Yeah,
of terminals.
I
Yeah,
already paid it like 200
you
USD
already
a month. Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
for the max output. Okay,
Yeah, it's very easy to build the
what
product
did you
you.
build? Alvin, do you want to share your screen to show people what you built?
Oh yeah, let me
Mm,
see. But not completed, not fully completed.
it's fine. If you don't want to share, we can share next week, like whenever you want to. But you know what? I want to build like different dashboards, like where it can help me to monitor the macro stuffs, and then on the other side is like maybe to monitor my own positions, to collect like real time information.
Mhm.
And thirdly, I think probably I will use it as a learning tool because every day I'm trying to read more historical data and then to scrape historical data from different websites. It still requires a lot of manual work for me, and then I'm trying to figure out a way to like automate that process.
Yeah, I
Mm.
see.
Let me know when you're ready, okay? And then I think like we can we can end our live stream today with that positive note,
Yeah,
and then give people some
yeah.
positive
I have
vibes about
shared
this.
already shared the
Mm,
screen.
yes, please go ahead.
Uh, yeah, already. Yeah, after the war exploded, we built a maritime trade situation command center. We can easily to track the 航运怎么说
Shipment, sea shipment.
shipment related stocks
Mm,
and real time polymarket stats for the related topics.
mm,
The crude oil expectation at March,
mm, mm.
uh, Iran war, and also yeah, there are four stats and the
I think
timeline of
you
the
you should also track the insurance news, like for all
yeah.
those like yeah.
It's just the first version of the dashboard. Maybe just like build this in 15 minutes. Yeah. So it's very easy.
Wow. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Something like this. Mm.
That's good.
And this
Looks
kind
good.
of task, like only cost maybe lower than 1,000 tokens. And if you pay
Mm.
200 USD dollar for the max plan, you will get like up to 40K tokens, 40K credits for the plan. So it's very uh you can use it like making up to 10 or 20 products you want. Yeah, but yeah, it uh depends on the complexity of the task you wanna do.
Mm. Mm. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You are getting me excited. But I'm just thinking, oh, why am I paying another AI tool?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Oh.
yeah, because for many people, including me, we use a lot of AI tools. Maybe up to 4 to 5, but right now maybe we need to be more selective for
Well, I used three already. I'm paying three. Okay, fine.
me for 5 or
Yeah. And anyone want to share their AI account with me? We share the cost.
yeah.
Uh,
I also subscribe the Cloud Teams plan. Yeah.
that's good, Alvin. go deeper in AI development.
Yeah, it's very cost effective compared to any other things in the market, I would say.
Yeah. You know, Alvin, what would be interesting is can you build an AI bot for Maina and Alvin so that like we don't need to do the live stream. They can just learn what we are how we are approaching the different problems, how we comment on things, right? And then
Yeah,
like
surely
our
can do.
audience gonna have a like a 24/7 Maina bot and Alvin bot to chat with them.
For now, we have materials including 40 episodes of the live streaming, so I think it will be enough to make our own
Right.
agent. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think that would be very funny. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, we can make the agent to open a show uh maybe next time or something.
I mean, I'm thinking like, because I always want to train my like comedian uh skills because I want to be like to one day become or at least try to become a stand-up comedian.
Oh,
So
wow.
maybe I will ask the AI agent to say, "Oh, can you tell me a Maina style joke?" Something like that. And then
But it's
I will
way more difficult than just a analysis agent. Yeah,
you mean
very
be funny?
difficult. Yeah, very difficult for agent, I would say.
I think so, yeah, because you need to read the room. You also need to understand what's gonna trigger the audience to laugh. Everybody laugh at
Yeah.
different things. But we do not stop because there's difficulties, right? And that's why we have AI, because they have
Okay.
more intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
But anyways, I think like we covered the war, we covered crude oil price, go. We also covered a little bit on the crypto assets, why it's like increasing, and also the Perplexity computer. So feel free to try it out. At least I think they have some free modules you can get in, and then you don't need to build it yourself, but you can just use it and get a feeling. And
Yeah.
let's conclude this episode. And any like positive thoughts you want to share, Alvin, before we end?
Um, I think don't be always don't be always pessimistic for anything. Yeah. Even we are in a such situation, bearish market, uh, wars happening, but um, just find the things you love to do, and your life will be happier.
Yeah, do not tolerate bullshit, okay, guys. It just just spend time, really spend time and energy and resources on what you enjoy doing. Focus on your personal growth. Focus on building your relationships. That's it. And we will see you guys promptly on Tuesday.
Yep. See you next time. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, let me end the live stream.